Okay, so we have created a roof plan and we've created a detail of the roof drain here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create details of parapets. So if we take a section, okay, of this roof and we take a section this way, looking looking up, right? So we take a section and this section is looking up. This is what we have for our section, right? So if we um, look at our elevation section, this is what we have. This is the section of this cut, and you can see that there is a wall here and a wall here, and this wall is a short wall, and this wall is a taller wall, and that's what we can see here. All right. So what we're really doing is we're really trying to look at the section of um, this kind of remove that endpoint. We're trying to look at the section of that wall, including the roof, and we are also trying to look at the section of this short one. So those are the two sections that you're going to do for this module item. Okay, so that means that if we go back to our roof plan, we are cutting a section here. Okay, so let's put a tag there. Okay, I'm going to erase this. This is just temporary. Um, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my site plan. I'm going to just copy this one here. Not my structural plan. So I'm going to Control C or right click copy, go here, and we're going to put a section cut here. Let me remove my snap. There you go. Put a section cut like that. Okay. Let me stretch this back. There you go. And we're going to put that on this sheet A2. So we're going to label this A2. Okay, and this will be placed over here. And we're going to call this number 3. Okay. Number 3, then number 4, number 5, number 6, and 7, and 8. Okay, so that's how we're going to number them. So we're going to call this number 3. And then we're going to put another one here. So we're going to copy this. I'm going to put that over here like this. We're going to move this away like this. And we are going to simply mirror this from the center going to the left. And we're going to call this number 4. All right. So what does this number 3 look like? Well, this number 3 would look like this drawing here. And that's what you're going to draw. Okay. So these are just lines. Those are hatches. You can curve this like this, but you don't need to. You can just draw it straight. You're gonna put a roofing membrane, but ceiling parapet. You're gonna put a cant, and a cant is basically so that you won't have a 90-degree angle here. So if I try and show you what a cant looks like for a roof, it's just a block of wood or maybe a foam core board that is cut in like 45 degrees. Okay, and it's meant to stop a 90-degree angle of the roofing membrane, so you have an angled membrane here. So that's what it looks like. It could be out of wood or it could be out of foam core. Okay, and it's just basically smoothing out the angle of the roofing membrane. Okay, so here's another one. You see this cant here, cant strip. Okay, and then the roofing membrane is angled, so it doesn't become 90 degrees. Okay, so that's what we put on the edges of a roof and a 90-degree surface. We put a cant strip or a roofing cant. Okay, so for your detail number three, this is what you're going to draw. And then going back to AutoCAD, for your detail number four, you're going to also draw this shorter parapet, and I've included in our document for today. What you're going to draw is this one, okay? But you're going to draw it facing this edge, so it just lines up, okay? So don't draw it this way, but you need all those details and draw it this way, okay? One of the things that might be hard for you to do is this circle with lines over here. So this is a symbol for insulation. So you have the insulation here, you have the insulation. Oh, by the way, this one, you don't need to draw this portion here. This would be plywood. Okay, so you can remove that. But I'll show you how to draw this insulation. And it's basically, I think it's built in AutoCAD. So if you wanted to put this symbol here, this is the symbol for an insulation. Okay, uh, you will draw it in AutoCAD using its built-in insulation line type. So again, I want to make sure you understand that this one is facing this way. You want to draw this facing this way. Okay, so not like this, but a mirrored version. So draw this detail opposite facing this way. All right. So let me show you in AutoCAD. Um, if you want to put insulation on whatever you have drawn so far, the first thing you're going to do is maybe create a new layer and name it infill or insulation. Okay. And assign it a color. Let's say yellow, and click OK. And make sure you're using that layer. And what you're going to do is you're going to click this and click other. And what you are going to do is you're going to load a line type. And that line type is called batting. Batting. Okay, batting. So you're going to click that, click OK. It will be loaded, and then click OK. And what you're going to do is you're now going to draw a line. Okay, and you're going to draw a line like from the middle. Okay, so you want to do a midpoint up, going up there onto the perpendicular. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on that one, and then on the line type, you pull this down and select padding. And then all you're going to do is adjust the line type scale over here. So if it's one, not sure really what the width of that one's one, but you're going to put in like 0.5 means that you want to make it half of it, and then 0.75 is 3/4 of that one. So it's not entirely, I'm not really entirely sure, but yeah, so just go ahead and do that, make sure it fits, but that's basically how you can do it in AutoCAD. Okay, so once you finish this drawing for the CMU paper, well, and remember, these notes and arrows, you have to do that after you've inserted that on your detail sheet. Okay, so once you've drawn this, and that would be this one. So you're gonna add the notes later one after you've inserted it, and after you have also drawn the other one, okay, facing this way. So it'll look like this. Okay, facing this way. Oh, by the way, if you drew this to scale, a block like this is like a 2 by 6, which is 5.5. This one, the scale that you put here is actually the width of where you want to put it. Okay, so I put in 5.5, and that's why it's like this one. Okay, so that is like the width of the actual width where you want to put it. Okay, so once you have that, you will now go back to your, well, make sure you save it, and this one too. You're now going to go to your detail sheet for the roof plan, and you're going to do a, well, we're going to detach this, and we are going to go and use a layer where you will, I think it's X clip that I use here, and you're just going to do an XREF attach, and then select your detail number one. We can check this and uncheck it and scale, uniform scale. That means everything is one. So click OK, and it's going to be big. Uh, and then you're going to adjust that again. This detail, uh, you can click and adjust the scaling. Okay, so you might need to go back to your module 10.1 of drawing scale factor. So that's on your module 10 drawing scale factor, and if you open that, it would show you your drawing scale factors just like we did before. um, it we might be able to fit it at a 1.5, okay, which is a 1 over 8. Okay, so here you go and change this to 1 over 8.125, and then 1 over 8 and 1 over 8. So those three numbers, and then simply move that to where you want to position that. And um, it looks like the width is okay except the height. So that means that we are not going to use one box, but we're going to use two boxes. Two boxes for the height. Okay. And then you can add in your notes. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing after you've drawn your second detail. It looks like this one here. Okay. Um, how tall do you want this to be? Depends on you. Okay, but this one is definitely taller, and this one's a little bit shorter. It's gonna be part of the design, so it could be 12 inches tall, and we can calculate that one, the minimum that you need to do. I'll show you that one at the end, how to do this. Uh, but once you're finished with that one, um, you are going to insert that here. So we're going to copy this again. Nope. And we're going to no, label this number 4. And that's for this detail here, number 4. And we're going to do another xref. And then we're going to attach a drawing. And we're going to find that drawing detail. There you go. Uniform scale again. And when you click it, it's going to be big. Okay. And then you wanted to adjust again your 0.125. 0.125 and 0.125. Okay. Um, and you will find that you may need to adjust this line type scale of your line. So you can, let's just do it manually rather than do some complex calculation. We click this and we adjust this to a quarter of 5.525. So half of that one is 2.25. And if you press enter and save our work and look at this one and right click reload, you will see it now went smaller. Okay, you just click yes. Okay, and then there you go, it went smaller, but it's too big still, so you're going to go back to that detail and then adjust this to uh, you want to do half or a quarter, so go right ahead. It's going to be 1.125. Okay, and then save, and then go back to your detail and then reload, and that's how it's going to look like. Okay, might you might need to adjust again until it fits that size. Okay, so you're doing it manually. Maybe this one will fit. Yeah, so we'll fit one box. This one, because it's a tall parapet, it will need two boxes, and this one is okay. I think you can, and then you can add your notes. But how tall is this dimension from the top of the roof or the bottom of the this one here? So how tall is this supposed to be from here up to, let's say, here? How tall is that? Okay, so we're just gonna delete that and put a question mark. So that means that we have to discuss how tall would that be. Because this one, if you look at your uh, preliminary elevation, this one, you should know the um, elevation of this one or a height of this one from this drawing. But I think it was 36 inches. So I click here and click there. Right now, it's 30 inches. Okay, so it's 30 inches. Okay, so you can make this 30 inches from this point here, 30 inches on to this point here. So this would be 30 inches. Okay, but the other one, how tall is this, or how tall is this dimension? If this dimension here, from the top here to the bottom here, that's supposed to be 30 inches. 2 foot, first delete 2 foot and 6 inches. Okay, it could be taller, it could be 36. Right now it's only 30, so that's 2 foot 6. But what about this one? Okay, so um, you have to calculate that one based on the distance. Okay, from the very, very low point. Okay, this distance from here to there, that's about 40 feet. Okay, so at 40 feet, uh, this slope is a quarter inch per foot. So a quarter inch per foot means that from the very bottom of this drain, which is like the very bottom of your sheeting, okay, you would have to rise a quarter every foot. So if this is 20 feet, because our building is 40 feet, so if our building, let me get a calculator here. If our building is 40 feet, half of that one is 20. And if it's rising uh, a quarter inch per foot. We just have to multiply that by 0.25. That means that at this point here, it will be 5 inches at this point. At this point, so if this is the top of the roof, it will become 6 inches here. All right. Some measurements or some details sometimes put a whole flat insulation here. That's around 2 or 3 or 4 inches. So if this one is 5 inches and you wanna um, put in like another 4 inches underneath that, that'll be 9. Okay, so that means that for this dimension, okay, okay, this would be like 5 inches at the 9 inches or 5 inches. So you could make this 12 inches. Okay, 12 inches from the top of the roof to this one, and that would be safe. Okay. So that's going to be part of what you're going to submit is draw the detail of these two, which is pointing to this detail and this detail. Uh, do it on your own. I've included what it's going to look like here. All right. This is detail number 3, and this one is detail number 4. Okay. And you're going to put it on your detail sheet for your roof details, and you're gonna turn that in as part of your assignment for this week's module. Okay?